Hi, my name is Seychelles Johnson, and this is my midterm submission for English composition 1. I have my questions for the video right here. So the first question is, what difficulties did you have choosing a topic, and what made you choose the experience you shared? My topic was getting kicked out at 16, and it was difficult because, who wants to talk about getting kicked out at 16? I chose the experience because although nobody really wants to talk about it, it happens more frequently than anybody would like to talk about, and I think it is necessary to bring up difficult conversations to show people that everything's going to be okay. Number 2, in choosing your experience, what theme did you want to present to the reader, and how did you weave this theme throughout your narrative? The theme that I wanted to choose, the theme that I wanted to convey was when life gives you lemons, per se. And I kind of tried to weave that in and out of my essay through showing people that it was not like just a straight linear road of being out of my mom's house and ending up here. I ended up at my best friend's house, then I ended up at my boyfriend's house, then I ended up at my dance teacher's house, then I ended up at my own house, and now I'm here. But it wasn't easy, like it was pressure. And showing that to people, as long as you don't fold under the pressure, you come out on top. You're never going to plateau if you're working towards a goal. Number 3, what influenced your decisions on how to organize your essay? Were your choices successful, and if so, why? If not, what would you change if you rewrote your essay? My essay was strictly chronological, and I thought it was necessary because there are a lot of moving parts in the essay, such as the different cities, the activities throughout the different cities, how I was trying to commute back to Gwinnett, back to Lawrenceville, to make it to school, to make it to work. I think it was successful because I feel like between my coworkers and my fiance reading my paper, they were able to clearly see the timeline and the cause and effect of events. How easy or difficult was it to tell your story, and why? I wouldn't say it was easy, but I've gotten a little older now, and these conversations are necessary, like I said before, to encourage people that, things that are not initially your control, you can gain control over. And I felt like I was giving too much power to the situation by refusing to talk about it and pretending like it didn't affect me, it didn't completely change my life, when it did. It changed everything about me and molded me into the person I am today. Were you able to come up with concrete, vivid, and specific language to describe your experiences on your own? Or did you use tools like a thesaurus or the internet to help describe your process of finding and choosing your words? So in all honesty, drafting an outline is really the hardest part of an essay for me. I like to write through stream of consciousness and then organize that way. I know it's backwards. I know a lot of people don't like to do it that way, and that's not the proper way academically, but I feel like it allows all the raw content to come out because I am ADHD, so sometimes if I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember it or remember how I wanted to phrase it or exactly what I wanted to say, and then it doesn't sound right, and I spend hours and hours reflecting on what was supposed to go there to make my essay sound the way I wanted to. How did your word choice and or imagery help convey the theme of your narrative? I felt like I was very descriptive in the situations that I was in while trying to manage the timeline of it being about 2 years of this whole thing. And despite all the problems I was having, you know, like I was still able to kind of indulge in the good moments. And although it was like under not the best circumstances, I was able to, you know, come out on top between going shopping and being able to move and having the relationships that I had formed previously in order to do so. How do you feel about your topic developed as you wrote? What changes occurred during the editing process? Like I said previously, I'm definitely a stream of consciousness person, so my outline that we posted in the discussion was a little rough, and so was my rough draft, but it was concrete enough for me to be able to go back and make it sound pretty so that, you know, people would be more engaged with the language in the essay itself versus just the concept and trying to understand what I was going to say. Also, I did not use AI at all for the drafting of this essay, as I was under the impression that it wasn't allowed, so I cannot answer question 8. Thank you for watching this video and understanding my thought process and how my essay came together.